I was doing some work in Louisville, Kentucky, and I had 2 meetings back to back, and I scheduled about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes between them. The first meeting got done in about 10 minutes. So I had an hour and a half until my next meeting. So what am I supposed to do? Anyway, I went to the Waffle House. I hadn't been to a Waffle House in 20 years. So I sat at the countertop, and there was booths all around us, and there was 3 waitresses, and you've been to a Waffle House, you know what I'm talking about. And where I'm sitting right in front of me was the man who was cooking. Guy in his 40s, you know, and he was cooking. But as I was eating my food and I started watching him, it almost looked like he was a ballet dancer. I saw him grab a dish here and cut up 3 eggs and drop them in there, and then drop those eggs on there and put the dish aside. And then I saw him coming back this other way, and he laid bacon down there with those little things on top of it. And as he put this dish and grabbed another dish and made up some waffle mix, and he threw, I saw him, he had like 6 waffles there working on there. And as he moved around, there was not a wasted movement. He looked like a ballet dancer. And I was just astonished at what the man was doing. And then it occurred to me, if you were to ask that guy what he did for a living, what would he say? Oh, I'm just a cook. If you were to ask his manager or the assistant manager or one of the waitresses, any people in the building, they would say, he's just a cook. But that man looked like an artist to me. He had obviously been doing it 15, 20 years. Now, and what does he get paid? 12 bucks an hour, 15 an hour, 18 an hour? I don't know. He was pretty good at his job. But my point is, very few people understand the value of that man. What I saw that day is that cook was the center cog of a $1.2 million operation. That's what a little place like a Waffle House, one of those buildings, will gross in a year. But without him, the 20 people in that room did not get breakfast that morning. The 3 waitresses didn't have a job. The assistant manager, the manager, the owner of the place did not have a job. He was the center cog of a $1.2 million operation. And I saw this man make 22 waffles in a row, perfect waffles. When's the last time you made a waffle? It's been a while for me. When's the last time you made a perfect waffle? When's the last time you made 22 perfect waffles in a row? I'm telling you, this man was an artist, and he was doing some great things. But I don't think he understood his value. I don't think his manager and assistant manager and waitresses and the patrons understood his value. I saw it that day. And I want to tell you something else. When that man goes home and puts gas in his car, pays his electric bill, takes his wife to the hospital, takes his kid to the Little League, buys a car, buys insurance, anything that he does, buys groceries, this thing we call America works. And when you're doing your business as a leader, as a salesperson, as a network marketing person, as a real estate agent, as a government leader, whatever business you're in, I want you to never forget about the guy at the Waffle House. He makes this world happen. Without him, much of what we do doesn't work. And I think he is far more valuable than we understand. And I want to say the same thing about you. You are a lot more valuable than you understand. If you look at your salary and multiply it over 30 years, you'll see the economic impact that you have in a community. If you look at how many people you spend money with throughout a week, you will look at how many jobs you personally employ. We don't want to forget about the average anonymous American who walks this earth and makes a difference here. My name is Conway Stone. I would love to be a part of your next convention.